puppies. This one, the neighbors have no idea who this belongs to, but they think that this other neighbor's going to take it. This one is my next door neighbor's, but they're trying to find it a home. And it is supposedly a purebred black chow, and my boy is begging me. This dog is going to be enormous. Anyway, there's Vittles. I'm mom, and I'm starting to teach them some manners. So, first full weekend, lots of stuff done. Plants were left out last night. It was a big storm that came through, and there's the beautiful tomatoes. Happy. Deck cleaned up, yard starting to get cleaned up. This was my project the other day. I laid some brick pavers trying to control some of the sand and dirt coming into the house. There's the group that's hasn't been consumed yet. It's getting smaller and smaller. But I tilled up a little bed right here. What I like to do is, right off the porch, is to have a little area where I could have easy access. So I'll plant a tomato or two here, a bell pepper, cucumber, some basic herbs. And that way, if I want a quick fix for a salad and I'm in the kitchen, it's right there. So a lot of the trash has been picked up, and horseradish put in, and this right here and the two over here were the best of my broccoli. So we'll see how they do. I want them to produce seed along with the Swiss chard that I chose for right up against the house, and these gorgeous broccoli. But everybody did really well with the transplants. Little fatigue the first day, but bounced back nicely. And I'm going to get a feel for what I could put where and how well it will do. So here's some Swiss chard, and here's more of the broccoli. And this is an herb known as rue, and it's a perennial. And look at that shape leaf. It's gorgeous. Smells pretty funky. And I had lots of these going over at the other place. I can't remember what it was used for, but it's I think it was a medieval remedy for some ailments. So I tilled up all along the driveway, and I enlisted the children next door yesterday to start picking up some trash along the fence line. So that makes me very happy that area is starting to be cleaned up. And I tilled this. It's a nice little bed. Let's say probably about 10 by 20 foot. Since I have a fence already there, I'm going to use this as a fenced off garden area, because then I'll only have to add, two sides to it. It's closed off by the shed. And I started reclaiming some of the concrete block for the house and some of the wood from the planters, and I just put this here makeshift, just to keep the pots from toppling, dogs, kids, all of that, winds, high winds. There's some extra strawberries. This was the leftover parsley and cilantro that was in the aquarium. Finally the aquarium arrived, and this is the block that I've salvaged so far. And all of the domestic blackberries didn't even show any signs that I had transplanted them. So this is 8 of the domestics. And when you plant blackberries, you have to allow for a large amount of sprawl. A second-year blackberry of this variety produced many babies. They'll spread out by the runners. So I intend, this is off the back door, and I intend for this whole entire area to be taken over by the blackberry. And I only got to till the one little section where I transplanted them, but eventually I'll come back here and till this entire fence line and let it just get thick with the berries. Now, I think that I'm going to try to leave a lot of this block, and I've already mentioned the brick intact with the demolition. It's slated for Wednesday. The truck, the dumper, will be dropped off, and a few guys are going to come out and help me with this. They'll do the demolishing and stack it, and then I'll go back through and have the miter saw out and start cutting off wood and what I could salvage and all of that. So I'm going to leave this beautiful gardenia. It's huge, gardenia bush, and these are rose bushes. Prune them back for the demolition and just let them stay where they are. I think it would make a beautiful entrance to the garden. But going back to the blocks, so part of this is block frame, and then other parts of the structure only have block part way up. So the one high wall I'm going to leave because it won't block out any sun regardless of what time of the year, because of how it is situated, the north, south, east, west on the property. And I would like to frame it off and have this section, see where it goes from short block all the way up to the tall block, and have this as a back wall of a greenhouse, a sunroom kind of thing. That's the intention. We'll see how well the holds up when they start tearing it down. So the pile got burned down, and all of the cardboard and stuff that was scattered around got cleaned up. And yesterday I got some fencing, the old fencing, and cut it and planted this area to about 2.5 by 7 or so of spinach. And here we have the onions and broccoli, and I don't see any sprouts coming out of where I did the direct sow, but I'm sure they'll be here soon. It's 80s yesterday. It was a mild 50s, and so it's coming quick. And there's puppies. Look at those puppies. They were so lonely until yesterday, till they found each other. Friends. Isn't it great, companionship? They're just running around whimpering. Now they got somebody to roughhouse, because I won't roughhouse with dogs. I don't believe in bringing out the aggression. So, excellent. We'll see if I actually agree to keep that dog. All right, so that's first week of progress. Very good. I'll talk to you soon. Come back with I have to clean the warm bin and get a new one started and collect some of the black gold. So that video is going to be coming up very quickly. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be well and safe. Bye.